How are our voice levels? Are we red leathering and yellow leathering pretty good?
Shorty, can you red leather?
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
You're gonna have to speak up.
You ready?
Yep.
Welcome everyone to Walking After Whiskey. I'm Shorty.
And I'm Travis. We're gonna break down your latest episode.
Your latest episode?
We're gonna break down your latest episode of the. When I don't do my red leather, yellow leather, on my lion face.
But you
leather face.
did. Well, you didn't do leather face. Leather face?
Zzz.
Okay, ready?
Born ready.
All right. Welcome everyone to Walking After Whiskey. I'm Shorty.
And I'm Travis. We're gonna break down your latest episode of The Walking Dead tonight.
We're also going to break down some top shelf whiskey.
And it is top shelf tonight.
Legitimately from a topper shelf.
Most toppest shelf.
No, not most
Redemption
toppest,
Rye, rum cask finished bottle. So you know this is from Shorty because she is a rum lover.
I figured at least it has rum in the name. I'm going to go for it.
And the episode we're breaking down tonight, season 11, episode 14, entitled
The Rotten Core.
Ooh. I wish I'd done like a apple infused whiskey for that.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got some burn.
I can taste a little bit of Caribbean in there.
Oh.
Caribbean.
like
Caribbean.
Yeah, like the fire on a beach.
That's funny.
That's what I get from the Caribbean.
I got a friend named Pete, and he's Jamaican, and it's so funny. You ask him, the word beer can is exactly how they say the word bacon. So I say, hey Pete, do you like beer can? He's like, come on man, everyone likes bacon. So it's funny. That's my Jamaican.
There, that was okay.
Beer can bacon.
Welcome everyone to Walking After Whiskey. All right,
Let's
so we start the episode with, let me name all the people. Maggie, Aaron, Lydia, and Elijah actually coming to help Negan's clan, oddly enough.
Right. They don't know Negan's clan yet. They just, someone came to their doorstep, dying, falling over, bleeding, and obviously we know from the previous episode, it was a person that was actually shot.
There's an Alaskan, there's an Alaskan sled dog race happening behind us.
Can we hear it? A little bit?
Yeah. No, we're going to run it. I'm just going to call out that there's an Alaskan sled dog race happening.
I wish. At least there'd be a reason for the barking. There's no reason for this barking.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
So we've seen this kid in the last episode when Negan gave him a book, a pamphlet or something, saying, here, go to Hilltop and tell Maggie her friends are in danger. And I think he wrote down like Aaron or I don't even know who I don't know if he wrote down
they
at
were
all.
They didn't know who got the book. They were trying to narrow it down to figure out who the book came from, and then they didn't know, and then they're going to find out soon.
Yeah.
In this episode.
It's so scary too because Maggie wasn't going to help them at first. Lydia was actually just leaving to go to the Commonwealth because she was done just getting by. And she basically saw this guy fall over at the doorstep, so I'm going to go help these people. Maggie's like, it could be a trap. Like, who are you to go help these people? What are we talking about? And Lydia's like, look, I'm done just getting by. I'm going to go help them people and then go to Commonwealth. And so her and Elijah planning to go help these people and see what happened to this guy and why they needed their help. And Maggie comes along to drive them halfway.
Yeah, so now this foursome encounters this other group. Negan's there. Turns out Negan put a little bun in the oven. I guess we found that out previously, but Negan got a little bun in the oven. But I actually liked Lydia and the reunion. It was still a little awkward. I mean, she's obviously mad at Negan for not saying goodbye, but I actually liked it. I thought it was cool that they got to reunite.
Can I ask one question about the Hilltop though?
You can ask whatever you want.
Is there like 5 people that live there now? Like it's like literally like with these people leaving, there's no one there but Herschel.
Oh, there's nobody there.
There's nobody there.
There's
It's
only
like-
extras.
There's just cameos and walk-ons at this point.
That's it. That's when you win an episode to be like on The Walking Dead. That's where you go.
Yeah. Right.
when you win some sweepstakes.
Yeah. Nothing's happening here at all. You help us clean up this place. Like here's pull some weeds.
Well,
It
the
looks
next
horrible.
episode, though, I know I'm jumping ahead, but the next episode, well, apparently now they're all back, so there's that.
Right.
All right, so let's talk about douchebag son. So Mayor's douchebag son, I don't even know his name. Mayor's douchebag son has apparently been sending people in to try to steal from his dead father at his mansion. Just so it's so awkward. It's infuriating. Like The Walking Dead has a really good their casting person is amazing.
Sure.
Like because all of the villains are really well cast. All their douchebags, because you hate them. You physically hate them. Like if I saw this guy on the street, he probably gets hate mail. I would imagine douchebag son gets hate mail.
Yeah, very Joffrey Lannister-esque. Like he's definitely like.
Absolutely, right? Nice pool.
They just do a good job at their job, right? Like he's probably a great, cool guy on the outside, but he's like this boat shoe wearing like douchebag of the apocalypse that couldn't. We've seen could not last 5 minutes outside of the thing. Yeah, he probably wears like 4 polos. You know those guys.
He kind of does. He's got that
4
light
colors.
blue polo on. Yeah, totally does.
Pop 4 colors.
With a little jelly bracelet.
He's like every guy you hated at the ski lift in the 80s. You know, he's like at every single movie you've ever seen, like Ski Lift or Revenge of the Nerds. Like he's that guy with those people on crew. You know what I'm talking about?
Nice. So as the stormtrooper assignments are being handed out, Daryl and Rosita get theirs, and then as they walk outside, they get kind of tasked to do something else, and it turns out to be douchebags. I don't know, crones, I guess. I don't know, with hired help. I don't know. And it's to actually go now try to rob his dead father, which is awesome. And when they get there, I mean, it's a task, which they have to do the whole cover yourself in zombie blood, which I don't understand why this isn't just like Walking Dead practice that to get through zombies. Why don't we all just cover ourselves with blood? It feels like this should have just been a norm. Like, I'm going to put on my dead zombie jacket and go out today. So
they're going in there to get this safe to get money because he said that his dad has cut him off from their
it's his
mom has cut him off from his funds. So basically, even in the apocalypse, mommy controls the purse, and so now he needs to have this slush fund to just be himself because they still use money in this place.
When your own mother knows that her son is a douchebag, that's something to be said. So
He's like all the best cocaine's there, probably some weed. Like he's like, wait, what? These kids are good for drugs and money.
Everything.
He's like, what the? And they threaten his kids. They say, hey, you have a daughter, right? She just skipped 2 grades. And little Coco, was she walking? Yeah. Oh, Daryl flips it, just knife to the throat. Like you ever mention my kids ever again, I will gut you.
But they know. I mean, they already knew they were going to agree. So once they get down into the house, which is obviously very easy. So once they get down into the house, the electricity's cut. Daryl's got to go try to find a generator. Yeah. Magically is able to find everything that he needs to light the house up.
Very MacGyverous.
But then that April's in there, so they find April.
April's super hot. But so when Daryl's fixing like the wiring and everything,
it's been a while for Travis.
How hard would it be to fight zombies in a strobe light? Like, how hard would that be to have someone right here, like 5 feet closer to you?
I think that would be awful.
Yeah, that would be hard.
Like, that's awful. Like, not only are you fighting like a seizure.
Yeah, fighting epilepsy.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I was going to jump on. How's Daryl do? Because it's like right here, and then a second later, it's like 4 feet in front of you. Like,
and
whoa.
I'm gonna say that third one because I counted that third one with the long hair. He was awfully quick.
He was a big dude.
He was quick. I was like, wow, we got a quick one in here.
We also know that there was a group of 13 of them that had just recently turned. So he might have been a very recently turned zombie.
Yeah,
the only way I'm trying to make for that. But the guy was like, he didn't do the whole zombie training day thing. Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna run at you. And Daryl's like, we don't run, bro.
He doesn't skip on leg day. He was on it.
Yeah, I think he was practicing for World War Z and just got this job instead.
Exactly, that's what it was.
What are you gonna do?
They're like, you're hired. Oh no, you're too fast. So he hits the power on. They get into try to rescue April. They get into the safe after a time. The alarm goes off. Mm-hmm. Who knew that? How many years later is this? Like seriously, that it still works. Really, all this stuff still works. Yeah, I don't know.
Did he ever say when his dad died? Because it was his dad's house, right? Or his dad's friend?
That's what he said. I think he said it was his dad's house. I mean, because he knew the codes, he knew everything. Yeah. So it's the house that he grew up in or whatever.
So why are so many zombies even there? Like, I mean, they're trying to get the drugs and money too?
Well, but no, if you think about it though, so it comes out they've sent 30 people in there.
Right, they keep sending people
that's 30 zombies, or 29, well, 30 after they're done, because April's stupid.
Right.
So there's that, but whatever.
She's such a Jessie.
Well, and then they tried, Rosita actually gives up her armor, and then she's still, Jesus, the old cotton-eyed stormtrooper armor trick, and the zombie takes her down. Yeah. So anyway, so they get the money, they get back. Actually, no, how they escape was kind of epic. Mercer comes in. I actually listened to this 4 times. Mercer, it's Mercer. Mercer's the one that actually, Mercer and Carol are the one that actually saved them. And Daryl's like, well, how did you know we were here? Well, you missed my fucking lunch date.
Yeah.
That's a chick for you.
Right.
So.
Yeah, she's very, very on top of shit. But it also brings to mind, when they get there, Right, these two guys. So we Mercer thinks all soldiers are his soldiers, right? And when they're there talking at the top of the hill, these two guys mention like we don't work for you, like we don't answer to you. So it's very much like a very first animosity at first, like we don't answer you, Mercer, until you think what we're doing, none of your business. So Mercer's like, none of my fucking business. You're out here killing fucking people and people are dying. Fucking shoots them both in the head.
Mercer might very well be like my favorite character.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, very much so. Like in the beginning, I kind of had the feeling it was going to turn a little bit anyway, but by far one of my favorite characters.
Sure.
And that dude is buffed.
Yeah, he's like I said, he has the weight of 50,000 people on top of him, right? Everyone there looks up to him. You might have a mayor, you might have a president, but when it comes down to it, you want the guy. He's on posters like this is the guy that everyone looks up to. You know, he is a superstar. He's a rock star. You know, and inside the house, he keeps them all safe. You know, they go to bed praying that Mercer stays safe to keep us safe at night. And he has all those feelings, all those people's heads on his shoulders. You know, he takes a huge heart for everyone that's there. I mean, he wants to make sure everyone's safe every single night. So even though he plays the politic game, he knows shit's corrupt there. He knows shit is crazy, but it's like he has to play his game.
He could look away from it for a long time. Like
Yeah.
he's been able to look away, but now shit's kind of getting real. Now I think he's probably not. He's been a little oblivious, I think, to what he's been not privy to, and now like shit's kind of starting to get real for him. Yeah, I don't think it's that. I think part of it is that. I mean, he obviously knows that government's corrupt. Like he gets that, but I don't think he realized that they were selling. He absolutely did not know that they were sending innocent civilians in there because they had debt or whatever their case may be. So, but what I just realized was, because I always call them stormtroopers because they look really ridiculous in those outfits. But like Mercer's like the Imperial Guard, like he's the only one in red. I think that's kind of cool.
Right.
Anyways, that's my Star Wars reference. It's almost May the 4th, so there we go.
I'd be total Mace Windu. I want purple like Mace Windu. Like, come on, Mercer, I'll do what you want to do. Let me have purple. You want me to rock the purple?
I'm okay with the Imperial Guard. All right, so Mercer takes out the two. What would you even call them? They're not traitors.
They're just the guards of
the dirty cops.
Yeah, I see that.
He took out the dirty cops. Okay. And then Mercer actually grabs the bags and is like, well, they're not going to check my shit, so I'll actually help you guys get back in. But what I really liked about that ending scene with that whole kind of storyline was, you know that Mercer's going to help. You know that he's going to figure out what's what, and you know he's going to be a big benefactor. He's going to be a big contributor to how our team gets out of this. So, in general.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the comic books, he is too. He's a huge, like I said, ethical figure. You know, he can't be broken. You see him. He does a lot of things that he's not proud of, and in the day he does it for everybody else. So he lives burden on himself, but you can always stand by. Like Rick, he is like that moral compass of just whatever I'm doing, it's just for everyone's good. So there might be some casualties along the way, but believe me, they were bad people.
All right, so back to Negan's crew and the assassin dude. So do they have a name? Does Negan's crew have a name?
Negan's crew?
Yeah, they don't have a
really mad apartment people. Like they have like a really bad slumlord that lives there, like plumbing's fucked or whatever. Like I don't know.
Well, they were doing okay though. Anyways, all right. So back to them. A lot of shit happens. So finally, Maggie, Elijah, Lydia, blah blah blah. They all get there and they find Negan and whatever's going on. So then they have to work together because of course that's what we do. So they are forced to work together.
So when Negan and Aaron and Lydia all get together, right? And so Lydia and Negan have like this heart. They haven't seen each other since Negan left with Maggie's group. Talks about going to live with the Commonwealth, right? And she says this line that kind of resonates. She goes, he goes, we thought they were better people. And she goes, Lydia goes, no, they're not. They're the same people, just like the Whisperers. They just wear different masks.
Yeah, it's
such a great like analogy.
And
of
everyone's
everybody.
like, oh.
Aaron's like, yeah, you're fucking right, right?
Not gonna admit it right now, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, duh.
Whatever. Here's my mace arm.
Such a good line, and so just like if you think about the governor and everyone else you've been to, like that's all that they've all even Rick. even Negan, like they've all just been this. Just in gulp groups, make a hierarchy, and then just squeeze the working class to get people to the top to get the juice.
What is Negan's wife's name? Did we find out her name?
Oh, I don't know.
Did he ever even call her?
Yeah, because he on the microphone he says just stay with. Tells Maggie to stay with her.
Okay.
I'm sure Paul will put it right here.
Sorry, Negan's wife, but we don't remember your name. But congratulations on your baby.
I know, right?
Anyway, so Maggie and Negan's wife pair up, and they go to try to scout. I don't even know what's going on. I'm still surprised. I mean, that assassin dude is pretty legit. and my favorite part is like they're actually getting ready to. They go into the room, right? That everyone's hiding in the closet. So we're watching the show. Oh, this is really good. Okay, it's kind of getting intense. Everyone's kind of waiting. Who doesn't fucking check the closet? Seriously. The dumbest thing on the show. Normally I can find the dumb thing on the show. This is the one really stupid thing on the show.
The rug that separates the rooms, like the tunnels.
Well, yeah, it's just like a bar hanging there. So yeah, it's not even doors. It's just a bar hanging there. Like, anyways, with really nice clothes, by the way. So maybe they're not slumlords. The clothes weren't bad. They were on wooden hangers. Just saying. Anyways, like a 4-star hotel if you're on wooden hangers, and they kind of actually come off the bar.
Yeah, because the 3-star ones, they just kind of loop around.
Yeah, no, that actually it knocks a star if you actually have the hangers that don't come off the bar. Anyways, little known fact, but hello. Okay, so comes on the radio and like they have to go do something else. Oh, thank God. So that's really stupid. But so Maggie comes up with a plan. They're walking through. Maggie comes up with a plan. Thank God Elijah's as good as he is. Like all of their marbles were in the Elijah, all their marbles, all of their, I don't know
chips?
The metaphor. Chips. All their chips are in the Elijah bag.
Pool.
Thank you. Sorry. I'm tired. Anyways, what he said. So they come up with a plan. There's like a farce that Gabriel and Aaron get caught, and there's the assassin, and I got you. Closes the door, which I actually thought they were going to come through the door. So I was like, oh no, they closed the door. But then Elijah comes out. So thank God, because Elijah's as good as he is.
Yeah, Elijah has a mask on. That's the first mask we saw when we met Maggie's group last season. And for some reason, I never put together those were the same people until I was just like, oh, that Elijah was the guy last season wore that mask. I just didn't put together for some reason. I just didn't. That he had the sickles.
Suddenly.
Like, I was like, there he is. Like, I had no idea because they never. I don't think they referenced
I
it.
one up on you.
Did you know?
That's amazing.
Did
Yeah.
you? For some reason, until I saw him, like, oh, that was that guy.
I'm so proud of myself.
So it was good to see him, and they basically at that point had the assassin, or he had like the CIA agent back against the wall, where it basically was just him and the three-story drop.
Love that he didn't die. Love that he's just a broken mess down there and then gets eaten. It's the most appropriate death ever. It was great.
The armor helps you stay alive long enough just to get eaten by something.
Yeah, because that plastic.
That plastic.
That Stormtrooper plastic molding will super save you from a fall.
Absolutely.
Too bad all those people that he pushed off the roof didn't have that same plastic armor on. And then we end with actual Carol going to Lance's office and kind of laying a trap, like laying the bait for him with the whole, like he really trusts her. Like I thought for sure that we were going to see like a weird smirk at the end or something, but I think that he actually really does trust her. So I don't know.
I kind of think that.
I don't know.
Unless they want us to just think that Carol's smarter than everyone in the room. I think in the real world, if you playing her too, like, oh, I'll just let you think that I give a shit that you know about this. You know what I mean? Like, but instead they want you to think like, oh, Carol just totally got him to admit all this stuff.
Carol also went to him and actually kind of gave him information, which and it was random. It could have gone either way, really, with what he was saying. Like, I mean, she was actually saying people I know.
Yep.
She didn't say friends, I don't think, but she was like, people I know this is what happened. Yep. So, it was that whole, I mean, she really did lay the trap, and we see what happened. So, next episode, supposedly from our preview, Daryl is kind of leading the Stormtrooper pack with Lance by his side, trying to get to Maggie again. So, so now we have people back at.
Lance is so conniving, though. Like, he's such a conniving, evil bastard. You think that he would want no one to know his ulterior motives. Like, you wouldn't think that he would just divulge to Carol, like, oh, I'm so glad they got the money. Did they get the money out? Oh, I'm so happy we finally got it out. Like, why would you play? Why would anyone who's that corrupt turn their cards over like that?
I think that he's doing that for himself, though. Like, I think there's something in that for himself. So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him.
Yeah, I think that obviously that the son's gonna give him some money, because I'm sure Lance is helping him with that as well, help him cover all that stuff up.
No,
so I'm
I
sure
think I think he's going to do something to the son.
You think so?
Absolutely, because who cares? Like his mom doesn't give a shit about him.
Yeah, right. This
And
point.
nobody gives, except his stupid girlfriend.
You know, cool
Maybe.
point.
Maybe.
Part of the story after a couple of seasons being Commonwealth won't be here very long because the show's ending. Michonne actually took over Commonwealth for a long time and became like the leader of Commonwealth for a very long time. She was a big time lawyer before this all happened. She's a very smart woman. So she actually some pretty cool pictures of her like in her office, like all done up all nice.
That'll be interesting to see then. So this was part 1 or 2.
This is part 2 of 3.
So 3. So we still have Michonne needs to come back. We need to figure that situation out. Then all these spin-offs that are going to happen. So you figure season 3, they have to tie it all in. So sorry, I know we have one more episode to go for our season 2, but it just seems weird. They have there's a lot of loose ends to tie up. So.
Yeah. And we just seen that today was the last day of filming with Greg Nicotero and
they're crying.
Right, they were and Norman Reedus were crying on set.
Crying.
You can imagine it's been a very long run. Been a long run. Kind of upset with Nicotero. He kind of messed season up with the first season, trying to get that guy
I have to
fired.
debate. So like Comic-Con has always had a Walking Dead presence, and so we haven't been to Comic-Con since 2019. I think is when we went. So it'll be really interesting to see, since this is like the last hurrah, do they do a big presence again at Comic-Con to say goodbye? Like and so then I might have to figure out how to get in this lottery again.
I don't think that they would, because you have to remember, like, Comic-Cons are promoting. It's not about rapping.
Yeah, but they don't have any, that Walker Soccer Con does not exist.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the fans are going to riot if something big doesn't happen. I don't know.
The Walker Stalker people that held that place were shitheads, and everyone that ran that place was horrible. But what was great about that was the fans, and that community is fucking amazing. So it was cool to see people out there and dress up and fucking love for the fans. That part is great.
We did. Thank you.
But fucking what sucks, people that ran that place were fucking shit. And they were way too big over their head, and they were big for their britches, and they were just assholes.
And they actually didn't do enough for their fans.
They did not do anything for their fans.
Yeah.
So charge them up the ass. And put us in places that were down fucking raining on us.
Well, that was San Francisco. They moved it to San Jose. San Jose was entirely enclosed, but yeah, I get it. Anyways, we digress. So we're actually done, everybody. So we have one more episode for this.
15, 16. 15, 16. And we can't wait to do them for you.
No,
we cannot
I'm excited. I like whenever it starts to talk about coming to the end. I mean, it really does make me sad. Like I'm a bawling idiot anyway, so I don't even know what's gonna happen.
Well, you think about it, so if they do Comic-Con, they will be big because they're gonna be pushing hard for the spinoffs, like hard. So
well, that's what I'm saying. I think they're gonna do it. So I need to have Comic-Con 2023. I'm just saying. All right,
guys. On to our whiskey review. Thank you, guys.
On to the whiskey review.
So, Shorty, you want to tell us what we're drinking today?
We are drinking Redemption. He has to like hold it up for me. So I picked this bottle because number one, when I go to the Total Wine & More, I get snookered into buying like way too much alcohol. So I bought this though because it's, you all hate this, so I'm just gonna say it again, marinated in rum casks. So Caribbean rum casks.
Yes, the only kind of rum there is.
It's, did you not even cheers me, you freaking animal? Marinated. Marinated.
I'm drinking a lot of this stuff tonight. It's actually really, really good. It definitely has so it has like a rye whiskey body.
Slap it out.
But you definitely taste the spice rum aftertaste. Like the spice rum's like all in the back of your tongue.
So like the flavor is actually really good. The flavor is good, but yeah, it's got some heat to it for sure. It's still burning.
You might need a Coke back for this for sure. If you have like a vanilla Coke back, that could probably taste amazing, or some lime Coke.
Vanilla like a vanilla Coke would be amazing.
Right?
That would be delicious.
That would be everything, man.
So
have with a beer can.
I do enjoy the taste. Like I said, it's just a little hot for me. So, but taste is delicious.
I like it. I'm liking my 4th one, and I have to hang out, have a water, and then drive later. So
you have to have like 4.
It's my last one. That's also my last one.
We'll just push you.
There you go.
Push you back to your house.
Yeah, I have a manual now,
count?
so yeah.
Oh, that should be fun. Just put it in neutral.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Neutral go.
I'll just hang on the back of your car like Michael J. Fox, Back to the Future, on the skateboard. We're good.
But I know that we've reviewed Redemption before, so
Yes.
when I saw this bottle, I was like, oh look, it caught my attention. It had rum. It's marinated in rum.
Well, I can't wait to have it with you and Paul with some vanilla Coke at your house very soon.
Yes. Cheers,
Cheers, everybody.
y'all. Thank you.